Following the bullshit from the last episode, Iron Man and Captain America's escape from the Beyonder, Tony Stark has completed the Bifrost that will take everyone home using the information they obtained from Beyonder's citadel. For it to work, they will need to safely deliver it to its proper location and ask everyone to stay on the move to draw the enemy's attention. With everything ending, Dr. Foster worries that shit could easily turn for the worse, especially when everything finally comes down to this. Tony explains that sometimes the moment chooses them. Suddenly, Doctor Strange claims to have sensed something ominous, to which Loki agrees. Out of nowhere, a thunderstorm quickly approaches the Avengers' tower, which they assume must be the Beyonder. As the sand swallows up the entire building, the Avengers escape by ship, to which Iron Man then asks Vision and Ms. Marvel to secure the Bifrost. Falcon claims they must have escaped the Beyonder, seeing the storm isn't moving, but Hawkeye remains skeptical. From within the storm, they see a shadowy figure emerge where Ares leads an army of Ghost Riders against them. When they ferociously chase after them, Black Widow suggests they start shooting, but they appear quite resilient. Ares is pissed that the Avengers are planning to take away Battleworld from him, an entire planet destined only for war. When Ares throws his axe at their ship, Black Widow shoots back at him. The Ghost Riders slowly board their ship using their chains to latch onto it, to which the Avengers quickly fend them off. Hawkeye jokes about how Iron Man is driving so slowly that even his grandmother drives faster than his slow ass. Iron Man was about to respond when he saw an enemy catapult drive before them and fired a fiery payload at them. He quickly maneuvers the ship to dodge it, to which Hawkeye gets thrown off the platform, but Black Widow quickly pulls him back. While she slowly helps him back on the ship, a chain latches onto them and pulls them off the ship, surrounded by the enemy. Although they remain unscathed, the enemy quickly approaches them, to which Falcon comes to their rescue, but a Ghost Rider catches him off guard and clips one of his wings. Hawkeye shows off by shooting the Ghost Rider as it is escaping without looking at it, which impresses Falcon. Even Vision gets thrown overboard while Ares jumps aboard the ship and attacks Captain America. Ares claims that Cap would make a fine warrior if he'd stop being a bitch and embrace the glory of battle. Captain America claims that greatness doesn't come from fighting, but from finding a way to stop it. Although he managed to disarm Ares, a Ghost Rider restrained one of his arms with a chain while Ares pushed him overboard. With only Iron Man and Ms. Marvel left on the ship, Tony claims his sensors are picking up something fast approaching them. He later recognizes it as the Beyonder and asks Ms. Marvel to take the wheel while he handles the enemy boss. Beyonder flies towards their ship and pushes Iron Man against the wall, furious at him for not only intervening with his so-called experiment, but also rejecting his offer for immortality. Beyonder declares that he will destroy everything Iron Man built, starting with him. Beyonder then crushes his armor with his powers while Kamala struggles to drive the ship, forcing it to crash in the desert. Beyonder reveals that he has caught on to their plan to use the Bifrost to return everyone, but Iron Man denies it. He claims that it was his idea to use the Bifrost to build Battleworld, and that Iron Man was only stealing his idea to undo his experiment. That said, he orders Ares to destroy the Bifrost, but when he is about to do it, they discover it was merely a decoy. Iron Man then changes armor and flies away, to which Beyonder chases after him. Left behind, Ares demands someone to fight him, which Captain America happily obliges with the rest of the Avengers. Meanwhile, the others make their way to Beyonder's arena, where Iron Man tells them where to position the Bifrost, which was shrunk with one of Wasp's shrinking disc. Once Ant-Man reverts it to its original size, Foster tells Doctor Strange and Loki to activate it with their combined powers. Suddenly, Black Panther climbs up a wall and tells Captain Marvel that he senses something is approaching. Out of nowhere, an army of Ghost Riders drive up the cliff to which Black Panther calls the Avengers to assemble. With the place under siege, he asks them to create a perimeter around the Bifrost to protect it at all costs. The Avengers form a strong defensive line in the face of danger. While the others are buying them time, Doctor Strange and Loki continue working on the Bifrost. When a Ghost Rider is about to attack Wasp, Captain Marvel catches the chain it was attacking Wasp with and throws him off the cliff. While she heads off to defeat another one, she asks Wasp to rally the others. Wasp is initially hesitant, but is later moved when Captain Marvel explains that she is not only an Avenger, but also a leader. Doctor Strange explains that the Bifrost needs to be started up in a precise order, to which Loki claims that should one of the enemies interrupt it, they'd never get home. Foster tells them to focus on the task and joins the others in battle to defend it. With the enemy's overwhelming numbers, even the Hulk gets caught off guard and gets thrown off the cliff. As the enemy closes in on them, Iron Man arrives and clears out as many enemies as possible. Out of nowhere, Beyonder catches up to him, who wears his version of an armored suit, and the two clash against each other. Beyonder is furious at him for trying to destroy his battle world and declares that he will destroy everything Iron Man loves, including his world and friends. Iron Man sneaks up from behind and attacks him with a superpowered unibeam, but Beyonder withstands it and chases after him. Beyonder pushes Iron Man against a wall and continuously punches his armor. Iron Man breaks free and attacks him, but it is ineffective against the Beyonder's armor. Beyonder claims that Iron Man's technology is weak and then pulls out a thunderbolt to attack him. Iron Man quickly fires missiles at him, but Beyonder still manages to throw his weapon at Iron Man, piercing his armor. Although forced to his knees, Iron Man claims he still has one last trick up his sleeve, to which he pulls out a small disc from his armor. Beyonder quickly pulls it to him when it suddenly zaps him with electricity. Not only was it effective, but it also disrupted his armor, which Iron Man explains was an old-school computer virus he made from the information he got from his citadel. Iron Man throws him against a wall, but even without his armor, Beyonder proves that he can still stand up to Iron Man and punches him against a wall. Meanwhile, Loki tells them that his energy won't hold for long, but when Doctor Strange is about to use his powers, one of the Ghost Riders breaks through and knocks him down. Loki runs to his side and tells him there isn't much time left, unable to complete it with his powers alone. Doctor Strange claims that he can't cast his magic, who then hands Loki the Eye of Agamotto to activate the Bifrost before losing consciousness. Foster claims that with it, all they need is the spark and calls Thor to use his thunder. Hulk also returns and rejoins the others in battle to defend the Bifrost. Beyonder knocks down Iron Man and tries to convince Loki to join him. Loki claims that despite the tempting offer, he declares to be one of the Avengers and attacks the Beyonder. Iron Man then tries to finish off Beyonder, who bombards him with everything he's got. When they thought they had defeated him, Beyonder emerged from the rubble and used his powers on everyone, restraining them against the wall. With the others subdued, Jane Foster shoots the Beyonder, but her attacks are ineffective, and he retaliates by turning the ground she was on into quicksand. Everyone could do nothing as Foster quickly fell into the quicksand. In a fit of rage, Thor gets a hand free, to which he quickly throws Mjolnir into the quicksand. They were surprised to see Jane emerge, controlling Mjolnir's power. Foster explains that whoever the hammer deems worthy will possess the power of Thor. She then quickly summons a powerful lightning to attack the Beyonder and power up the Bifrost. With the Beyonder defeated, the Avengers later find themselves returning to Asgard, believing that everything has been restored to the way it was. Captain America confirms that even Earth has returned, to which everyone quickly celebrates their victory. Captain Marvel claims, that with the Beyonder defeated and the universe saved, she has earned a well-deserved vacation. Thor claims that they couldn't have done it all without the help from Loki, to which he claims he is as surprised as everyone about how things turned out. Doctor Strange then confronts Loki, and despite his help, he demands he return the Eye of Agamotto to him, but Loki refuses and makes a sinister grin. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.